Hey everybody, this is a clip from the latest episode of the Randi Rhodes Show. If you want the full episode, you can watch live on Free Speech TV, Dish Channel 9415, DirectTV 348, Sling, Roku, and AppleTV. It's Randi Rhodes. Here's a clip from our show, and go to randyrhodes.com for the whole thing and a podcast. Buy a stinking podcast.
Mary had a little man.
The fall. We believe that all men are created equal.
To the magnificent mosaic that is America.
From radio beacon to radio beacon. I have a dream today. Change has come to America.
Believe me.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
It's a figment of your imagination.
Randi Rhodes Show.
Turn up your
About 2 million people.
You're not president as a moderator. I'm the moderator of this debate, and I would like you to let me ask my question.
I'm not here to call out his lies. Everybody knows he's a liar. And by the way, maybe you could inject some bleach in your arm, and that would take care of it. This is the same man.
That was said sarcastically,
That was
and you know that. You graduated last in your class, not first in your class. You graduated either the lowest or almost the lowest in your class. Don't ever use the word smart with me. In 47 months, I've done more than you've done in 47 years. You talking about Hunter? Are you talking about Hunter?
I'm talking about my son, Bo Biden. You're talking about
I don't know Bo. I know Hunter.
Yeah,
Hunter
you know
Hunter got thrown out of the military.
You're the worst president America has ever had.
A radical left.
Will you shut up, man?
Listen.
Will he just shush for a minute? It's hard to get any word in with this clown.
His final question.
The final question is, I can't remember which of all his rantings.
I'm having a little trouble myself. You know, if you want to switch seats, we could
very quickly.
We could do that. When a president, I'm going to ask a question.
And this guy,
I want to see an honest ballot count.
Gentlemen, you say that's the end of it? This is the end of this debate?
Honest ballot count.
We're going to leave it there.
Oh my God, everybody! Oh my God! I needed to boil my body after that. I felt abused, is what I felt. There was absolutely no discussion of what Donald Trump would do in a second term at all. No one could learn anything at all, except that Donald Trump is a person who denies reality. Last night, you know what Donald Trump was really debating? Reality. He was debating democracy. He debated his own CDC. He debated his own FBI. He debated Chris Wallace. He debated dead Bo Biden. He debated everything. The man is a monster, and everybody got to see that he is a monster. He was like a wounded animal. Now, you got to say the truth here that Joe Biden will not go down in the Hall of Fame of debaters, okay? So a 77-year-old Joe Biden, who will not go down in the Hall of Fame of debaters, was able to literally kick Trump to the curb. Can you imagine what world leaders are doing to Donald Trump? Can you? And you know, the whole world watched that last night. The whole freaking world. And that's all I could think of. All I could think of was our allies watching this, our enemies watching this, and knowing that we have a deranged lunatic as president of the United States. And people want to debate, did Chris Wallace screw it up? Did this one? You know what? Honest to God, the only thing Chris Wallace could have done to keep some sort of oh my God, the Commission on Debates is now reviewing its rules going forward. They're trying to figure out how they're going to fix the rules so that Donald Trump can only speak when he spoke. Should they turn the mics off? Let me tell you something. The only thing that's going to stop Donald Trump from debating reality and the moderators and the people who show up at the next debate who are, it's a town hall format, is if you brought a tranquilizer gun, okay? Because he's a wild, wounded animal, this man. He looked like it. He sounded like it. He was lying. It was a volcano of lies. It was a tsunami of lies. It was a fire hose of lies. I've never heard so many lies. The fact checks they weren't that hard because Donald Trump tells the same damn lies over and over and over again. And remember yesterday I told you I could give you tomorrow's news today, And I told you exactly what he was going to lie about because he has a disinformation campaign going on here. He is lying on purpose. This isn't just, on the spot, he forgot a number or he mixed up two numbers or he doesn't understand that we had the last Republican, in office crash the economy. And when Obama and Biden came in, we were, down 10%, and John, no, this is a thoughtful campaign of disinformation. This is literally a chaotic, on purpose effort to disinform and to make people doubt the validity, the legitimacy of the election, the legitimacy of Joe Biden, the legitimacy of everything Joe Biden has accomplished in his 47 years. I mean, the list is endless on what Joe Biden was able to accomplish, and then they talked about justice reform and all that. Nobody ever retorts. But when Obama was president, he had 2 justice reform bills. Mitch McConnell tabled them both. But then Obama took executive action and changed the penalties for crack and powder, cocaine, and was able to release like 83,000 people from federal prison. Nobody ever brings that up. But you got to give it to Biden because, honestly, yes, he was shaky. I get it. But he still kicked Trump's ass all over that stage last night and let Donald Trump show himself for what he is, a white supremacist who lies like a dog, who is lower than the spit on the belly of a snake when it comes to COVID and taking care of the American people. He just doesn't give a damn. He couldn't care less. He did absolutely nothing. This China ban, we all know that's a lie. I told you he was going to tell that lie. The first thing you need to know is COVID was already here when he made an attempt at shutting down some travel from China. It was already here. And people left China and came to the United States. 44,000 of them after the ban. And the European ban didn't come for months later, and that's what infected New York. So, just let's get some facts out of the way. It started out really badly. It started out with the court, and he lied and said, Roe v. Wade isn't on the ballot. How do you know it's on the ballot? How do you know? Because you said so. Because you freaking said so. Holy crap. I mean, honestly, this is what this is that exchange.
The president also is opposed to Roe v. Wade.
Yeah.
That's on the ballot as well in the court. And so that's also at stake right now. And so the election is already
You don't know it's
begun.
on the ballot. Why is it on the ballot?
Because
Why is it on the ballot? It's not on the ballot.
It's on the ballot in the court.
I don't think so.
In the court. Well,
there's nothing happening there.
Donald, would you
and
just
you don't
be quiet
know
for a
her
minute?
view on Roe v. Wade.
Okay, here he is.
Do you want to see the court overturn Roe
Well,
v.
if
Wade?
we put another 2 or perhaps 3 justices on, that's really what's going to be. That will happen.
Just saying. And it started that way. And then you realize there's going to be no truth here. There's going to be no explanation of what a second term of Donald Trump, what he has in mind for you, or what he's going to do on COVID, or what he's going to do on climate change, or what he's going to do on white supremacy being the second infection, this division in this country, this racial strife. The country is on fire. The country is literally on fire. You've got a pandemic, okay, sweeping the nation. You have over 206,000 dead people, 7 million infections. We're the worst in the world. And you knew you weren't going to get any truth after something like that. But it turned into what exactly CNN got right last night. Dana Bash actually said it out loud. And they're on cable, so she could say these words. They just don't. Because people who use endless profanity usually have nothing to say. Okay, but she had to call it for what it was, and she called it a crap show, except she was able to say it. I'm not, because I comport with all FCC regulations. But that's what it was, and it was offensive to the American people. No one got to learn one damn thing. If you wanted to learn about Joe Biden, you didn't get a chance because he talked over him endlessly. If you wanted to learn about Donald Trump's second term, you got to learn absolutely nothing. You learned nothing about what he's going to do on COVID. You learn nothing about his view. Well, you learned he won't condemn white supremacists. You learned that. And by the way, even Fox News commented last night or this morning. They said, why won't he condemn white supremacy? Why? It's his calling card. That's what keeps his base glued to him. The ever-shrinking base. The Al-Qaeda. The base. That's what the attraction is.